This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 551, Create a Superhealth Community by Babauta of ZenHabits.net, and I'm Dr. Neil. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, the podcast where health and fitness blogs are narrated to you for free. It's similar to an audiobook, but from many different authors. And then on Fridays, I do something special. I answer your questions right here on the show. Now, before we get to today's post, I'm excited to introduce our sponsor, Grove Collaborative. Over the past 2 months, Grove has helped me make the transition from toxic to all-natural home products. Grove Collaborative curates the best non-toxic products, which makes it really simple to discover amazing natural home and personal care products. And Grove backs all of its customers with a 100% happiness guarantee on top of free shipping. They make it easy to have a happy, healthy home. And we have a unique offer with them, a $30 Mrs. Meyer's kit plus a bonus gift and a 2-month VIP membership. Go to grove.co/optimal to claim your special offer. Again, that's grove.co, not grove.com/optimal. And now let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Create a Superhealth Community by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. An article in the New York Times about the super healthy community on the little Greek island of Icaria is enlightening. Icarians are living much older than most other Westerners and are healthy, active, purposeful, and happy well into old age. What's their secret? Is it diet or exercise or no smoking or a little bit of red wine? Sure, it's a bit of those things, but more importantly, it's the community. Icarians live in a community where it is the norm to eat mostly plant foods like beans, potatoes, and veggies from the garden. They also drink some wine with neighbors, walk everywhere, garden during the day, take naps in the afternoon, not stress about time, wake naturally, and socialize with the community every day. In the US, we often live in communities where it is the norm to drive everywhere, sit most of the day, eat fast food or at chain restaurants or convenience foods, eat lots of meat and fried foods and dairy, be isolated, be inactive, hurry up, and stress about time. The problem isn't so much forming individual healthy habits, but forming a community that fosters healthy habits. This bears out when you look at other communities that are healthy, even well into old age, like the Okinawans, the Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda, California, the Sardinians, and so on. They all have communities that foster healthy habits. So, what can we do if we're in the wrong kind of community? Create a superhealth community. Let's look at our options. Outline of a superhealth community. There isn't one single definition of what a superhealth community would entail. If you think about the examples I just mentioned, each community incorporates different habits. But here are a list of some that seem to be most important. Number 1, interact daily. Socializing is an important function in the community, whether that be visiting neighbors, meeting in a marketplace, going to church, or talking in some way. Number 2, walk or exercise. Most of the communities I just mentioned feature daily walking, sometimes a daily walk for exercise and socializing, other times just to get around to the store or neighbors' houses. 3, eat plants. While not all of the communities I mentioned are vegetarian, plants make up the huge majority of their calories. Cow's milk doesn't, and meat is usually a small part of their meal. Okinawans traditionally eat soy and purple sweet potatoes and lots of veggies, a little fish. Sardinians eat beans and potatoes and veggies and goat's cheese. And lots of vegetables and fruits are common. Number 4, eat in moderation. All of the communities mentioned eat in moderation. The American standard, however, is to supersize and pile plates high. Moderation is a good thing. Number 5, garden. It seems like almost everyone in these communities has a garden, and they garden daily. This is one area I haven't included in my life yet. 6, wine. Actually, I think the Okinawans drink a nasty tasting home-brewed alcohol, but the Icarians drink wine, so I'll choose their method. They do it in moderation and socially. Number 7, tea. There are lots of good things in tea, and drinking it in the late afternoon may be a good ritual, also socially if possible. And lastly, 8, purpose. Have a reason to get up in the morning. In the US, The retired or unemployed often don't have this purpose and don't feel they have anything useful to do each day. The community should integrate them and draw upon their knowledge and experience. The elderly are great teachers and can be very active into old age. You might also include attitudes about time, taking naps, waking naturally, and having a positive outlook on life. But I think those items I just mentioned would be a good start. Now, let's take a look at some of our options if we live in a modern society. Option 1. Friends and family community. If your friends and family aren't that healthy yet, start talking to them about doing a monthly challenge where you adopt one of the healthy habits I just mentioned. See how many of them you can get on board. It might only be 1 or 2 at first, but 2 people is all that's needed to form a community. Others might be inspired to join you in later months when they see healthy changes you've made. So, for the first month, simply form the habit of walking. The next month, aim to eat more plants and less meat and dairy. The third month, simply get together and drink tea on a regular basis, and so on. Get together on a regular basis, daily if it's possible, but at least a couple of times a week. And if you can't get together daily, see if you can chat on the phone. This regular contact helps you get support from each other and keep each other accountable, and it helps form that bond by doing something together. Option 2. Find like-minded friends. If you don't have friends or family who can join you in a Superhealth community, find some new friends. I found good ones online who are in my area. You can go to vegan meetups or join a fitness boot camp class or yoga class and meet people there. Even if you can find just one like-minded friend, that's a good start. Then ask your new friend to join you in the monthly challenges that I just mentioned. Option 3. Create or join an online community. If you can't find people near you, then find them online. Today, there's no excuse for not being able to find people interested in what you're interested in. They exist in troves online. Don't know where to start? How about Facebook friends or Facebook groups? Or go to large healthy blogs and join the commenting community. Or find online forums that are about the topics you're interested in changing. If you can find a few online friends, start your own group. There are a few dozen ways at least to form an online group that talks on a regular basis and that can support each other in healthy changes. Option 4. Change your neighborhood. This is the hardest option because it involves changing a large group of people who don't talk to each other that often, most likely, and who might not want to change. That's okay. Don't focus on that part. You can start by creating something new or joining something already there, like a community garden, or a group that walks every morning or afternoon, or a gardening class, or a running club, or a vegan meetup, or get-togethers featuring tea or wine and plant foods, or community projects where people work together with purpose, or classes taught by the elderly. Those are just a few ideas. You don't have to get everyone to change, but you can start the change by leading by example. A Superhealth community might sound difficult, but really it's not. It's getting together in real life or maybe even online with at least one other person and supporting each other in a healthy lifestyle. After you have one other person, maybe later you'll have 2. Then you'll have changed the world. You just listened to the post titled, Create a Superhealth Community by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Now quickly before I get to my comments, I'm excited to introduce our sponsor, Grove Collaborative. Over the past 2 months, Grove has helped me make the transition from toxic to all-natural home products. They provide eco-friendly and non-toxic home and personal care products that are safe for the family and the household. And they have their own flagship products, but also carry brands you're already likely familiar with and use, like Mrs. Meyer's, Tom's, Method, and more. Everything I got from them feels like it's better quality, and they were kind enough to throw in a personal note. It's like the red carpet treatment, but for better prices. And on top of the great prices, they have free shipping and free returns with no questions asked. Plus, if you're a VIP member, they'll price match. And we have a unique offer with them, a $30 Mrs. Meyer's kit, plus a bonus gift, and a 2-month VIP membership. Go to grove.co/optimal to claim your special offer. Again, that's grove.co, not grove.com/optimal. As human beings, we are social. We need others in order to live our best lives. And we're finding through a lot of great data that social support is so important for longevity and quality of life. When you think about weight management, for example, one of the best predictors of whether the person is going to lose weight and keep that weight off is social support. When we look at ways to keep your DNA healthy, exercise and social support. Now here's the thing. We don't have a whole lot of data yet on whether online relationships provide the same benefits. So for now, at a minimum, if you can talk on the phone with someone, that's helpful, but even more helpful is to actually meet and look at them and be in their presence. Most data support that over anything else. Oh, and lastly, if you want a resource on some of those stories that Leo was sharing at the beginning with regards to Okinawans and Sardinians and Icarians living longer than everyone else, there's a fascinating book called The Blue Zones by Dan Buettner that goes into details about this. All right, that'll do it from me for today. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. See you all here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.